And we are live, and we're back to talk about Euro 2020, round of 16, where two big guns were eliminated today. The Dutch and the defending champions, Portugal. How sad their fans might be right now. But where there's weeping, there's joy somewhere else. And the Belgians are ecstatic. The Czechs are over the moon. And they boy Dominic Rich back to talk about the proceedings. So we're going to have some fun today. And we also have to talk about tomorrow's games. There's big games tomorrow, of course. You know that. Don't act like you ain't know. We got Croatia taking on Spain tomorrow. And we got France taking on the Swiss, where I said France are going to Swiss cheese them up. Okay? Big up to the boy, Doug, who says loving the Jamaica top, Dom. Big up to Doug. How are you feeling, Doug? How are you feeling, man? Nice to see you around these chicken pots, as usual. Jonas in the house, 1577, who says, nice jersey. Chicken man, Netherlands out. Guys, let's talk. Let's do this. I can't hear myself. I don't know why, but I don't know. I sung very nasal. I'm getting my voice back, but I'm still working. Big up to Placharo FL 2015, who says, hey, Dom, do you think that red card pretty much changed the Netherlands game? We will get to that, and I'll let you know my thoughts a little bit later when we talk about such game. Fabio FC, how are you doing, Fabio? Nice to see you around here, as usual. And guys, we're gonna get into proceedings right about now. No delay. Got some things to do. All right, so let's review these games. Let's have some fun, and let's make this happen. We're doing this every day once there's Euro 2020 football, man. Consistency is key. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to all the old ones who keep coming back time and time again for the content. Pretty good stuff. All right, so as you guys can see here, the headlines, the latest news: Belgium sink holders Portugal, every star off the match, and that looks like Thomas Hollesch. Gotta be him. Definitely gotta be him. The Czechs knock out the Dutch, basically, and Netherlands checks out early. Basically, that was my my headline. You got to be able to write titles, and I didn't see that anywhere. I just thought about it while I was writing my title. You guys know I come up with these unique titles on the spot. CR7 and Portugal. CR7 and Portugal eliminated by Belgium. Netherlands checks out early. Euro 2020 round of 16 review. All right, so guys, we know two of the quarterfinalists, where we will have Belgium playing Italy and Denmark coming up against the Czech Republic. So that's on both sides of the bracket. We have some quarterfinalists already, and we will have some more tomorrow. We'll have two more tomorrow, and then Tuesday to wrap things up. So, look, let's get into today's matches. Fixtures and results. So far, Denmark beat the Danes, beat Wales 4-0. That was very convincing. Italy beat Austria 2-1 after extra time. The Czech Republic beat the Netherlands 2-0, where my prediction was the Netherlands to beat Czech 3-1. Never happened. And we had Belgium beating Portugal 1-0. I did predict Belgium to beat Portugal, but I did predict a 3-2 thriller. And at least I did predict them to beat them by 1 goal, but it didn't turn out to be the 3-2 thriller that I wanted, and I know a lot of you guys wanted. Not the most exciting of games, but let's talk about the Netherlands Czech Republic first and foremost. I dropped a little video talking about that one a little bit earlier. And now I'm back. Guys, look. Representing the island of Jamaica today. Had to pull this kid off. I think I actually wore this once when I did the review. But as I promised, guys, I'll be wearing something different every single live stream. Every live stream, something fresh. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep it fresh, man. So don't forget to smash a thumbs up button for the live stream, guys. Let's go. Let's talk about this. Yeah, Fabio, the reggae boys, man. The reggae boys, definitely. Big up to Danny Arefi. Danny, how are you doing, bro? Palomo, how are you doing, Palomo? Zakir Hussein, Barrio Malotelli, Imran Pes. Do you think that was Ronaldo's last game? Definitely not. Big up to K-Dem. How are you doing? How's everybody doing, man? Appreciate you guys coming back for some more content. All right, let's go back. And let's talk about this game. Let's break this game down as best as we know how to. And let's start, man. So, the Czech Republic 2, the Netherlands 0. We had goals in the 68th minute by Tomáš Holeš and another in the 88th minute by Patrick Schick, who has light up this tournament so far. That was his 4th goal. So he could actually go on to get the golden boot, currently held by Cristiano Ronaldo, who has 5. But if Schick managed to get one against the Danes and help the Czechs go into the semis, it means he could keep racking up those goals. And I haven't even got to like the goal score. I got to check out the goal scorers list and all of that, the statistics on who has the most goals and all of that stuff. But I guess we could look at that a little later. But Cristiano Ronaldo, then Patrick Schick, Robert Lewandowski with 3, Lukaku with 3, Wijnaldum with 3, Emil Forsberg with 3 leads the goal scoring charts. So I think I was very, very spot on with that. So look, the Netherlands versus the Czech Republic in Budapest, Hungary, and you know, in Hungary, it's a full stadium. 60,000+ people in the stadium screaming, and there was a lot of Dutch fans at the stadium. A lot of Dutch fans. The Dutch came out in their numbers to support the boys in orange. But the boys in orange seemingly let down their fans on the night against a lot of us predictions. I can't believe I got that prediction wrong at all. And if I check the community tab right now, where I put out a poll on who do you guys think would have won that one, 81% of you guys, 624 votes, 81% of y'all thought that the Netherlands would go on to win this game. 19% give the Czechs a chance. So this is definitely an upset. It has to be an upset. I can't put it any other way, but it was an upset. So changes for the Dutch. They made 1 with Martin de Roon coming in for the young Ryan Gravenberch. For the Czech Republic, they made 3 changes with Karabarek, I think his name. I can't pronounce his name properly, whatever. He replaced a suspended Boril, while Barak replaced the injured Darida, and Shevchik came in for Yang To. Daniel Malen kept his place for the Dutch, and it was the thing I wanted to see. I was happy that Malen started instead of a Weghorst. But when you look back at it right now, maybe a Weghorst would have been a better option, because with Weghorst, they're not too they don't play that gung-ho style of football, because Weghorst would hold up the play. He's more of a target man. They would get more balls into the box for him. But for Malen, he's like more direct. Get the ball to his feet, and he will take on defenders. And the Dutch started the game very well. I was surprised that they didn't score, and you know, they should have capitalized on that great start. A few half chances, but nothing too serious, nothing too clear cut for the Dutch. Šusek did get a chance in the 22nd minute that he glanced across goal, but it was mostly a cagey affair in the first half. Not many things to really take note of and say, hey, that was a great chance here. No, it was the Dutch starting out well, and then the Czechs basically playing themselves into the game, consolidating and just keeping things at bay, 0-0 at halftime. But the second half was totally different than the first half. The Dutch came up with a lot of intention, and again, just like the first half, they started the second half very brightly. And that chance by Daniel Malen in the 52nd minute, he had to put that away. I don't know how he didn't put that away. Brilliant skill to get past the defenders, and just to go around the goalkeeper, he failed. Maybe once he got past the defenders and he was 1v1 with the goalkeeper, he should have looked to get a shot off. But maybe he was trying to be a bit too clever. And I think that right there, that this period of play between the 50th and the 55th minute was the game changer here for the Dutch, because that chance was a big chance, and that red card by Matthijs de Ligt was that the Netherlands shot themselves in the foot, both feet, with the missed chance and then the red card. Because if you really look back at the replay, I don't understand why de Ligt did that. It seems like he just had a daft moment, a brain fart, and I don't know what it was. Maybe he thought he was in the playground, it was his ball, and a bigger kid was roughing him up, and he says, "Give me my ball, I'm going home," or something. It got to be, because I don't know why he picked up the ball. He slipped, he lost control, and he was trying to buy a foul, because he had realized that the ball had gotten away from him. It was a wrong decision. Referee gave him a yellow, but VAR, of course, intervened, and that yellow card was overturned and given a straight red, because it was a clear and obvious error by the ref, because it was an intentional handball. It was a big mistake, big mistake by de Ligt, and it cost his team the game, because when they went down to 10 men, that gave the Czech Republic the advantage, because the Dutch had, I think the Dutch had the advantage. I think it was a 60-40 game up until that point. It was mostly 60-40. The Czechs stayed in the game. They were mostly on the back foot, but the Dutch, they really hindered their chances of moving on after they went down to 10 men. And as I mentioned in the reaction video, instead of actually trying to, let's say, okay, it's 0-0, you're down to 10 men, just try to hold the game level for as long as possible. That's not what the Dutch did. It's like they got more attacking. It's like they decided that, hey man, I'm going to get a little bit more attacking here. They took off Malen, brought on Quincy Promise. We're going to go down, I'm going to show you. Refer to you see that? Right after the, you see? Spot on with the analysis here. If you watch the game, you should be able to analyze the game, and that's Yaroslav Silhavi sitting down right there. He must be a very, very proud man, and his team just toppled a team that a lot of people are saying is contenders to win the thing. The Dutch look good in the group. They look really, really good. But guys, remember I gotta take sips of water. My voice isn't fully back yet, so pardon me there. Pardon me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take another sip. I'm thirsty. I'm very thirsty. And this Jamaican jersey is getting me real hot. You know what I'm saying? But big up to everybody in the chat right about now. Big up to Aviator F22. I'm fine. I don't know. I feel a bit, I don't know. I sound a bit nasal today. I don't know what it is. Oh, I have sound nasal for the last couple of days, but just today, or since I came into this room, I feel a bit, like, I don't know what it is. I need to open a door or something. Damn. Feel like I'm suffocating in here. Jesus Christ. Woo! God, I need to invest. I need to invest in one of those tower fans for the summer. I think I'm gonna buy one actually today. I gotta go to Home Depot a bit later. But look, Ricky Swift, Dominic, like Ryan with the Jamaican jersey, haha. Yeah, you know, you gotta rep the Caribbean nation, you know what I'm saying? You have to. But guys, going back to the substitution that I'm talking about here, just to prove my point. This is where Frank de Boer got it wrong. I'm not gonna blame him per se for the loss, because you can't blame him for the loss. You cannot blame him alone for the loss. It was a team effort, okay? And you got to give credit to the Czech Republic as well. They played some quality football. Look, when you take off Malen, Quincy Promise was not the player you bring on. I repeat, you go down to 10 men. De Ligt got sent off. Your first substitution should not be Quincy Promise for Malen. It should have been Malen taken off. And let's take a look at the substitutes here. Nathan Ake. What the hell is he doing on the bench? Joel Veltman. What is he doing on the bench? Please, somebody explain to me, right? Somebody, please. I'm waiting. Please explain. Timber is a more defensive player as well. You check out his... Well, he is a midfielder, so... But he did play... I think he did play right back the other day. But you don't bring him on. He's 20. You know what I'm saying? First tournament, I think. Definitely first tournament. You bring on Nathan Ake, right? This is what you do. You bring on Ake. Let's take a look at the 11 right there. De Ligt, he got sent off. So what you do, you could drop Daley Blind central and bring Ake and put Ake where Blind is. Use Wijnaldum and Depay as the men up top. You see what I'm saying? Let Frankie de Jong and De Roon just sit in front of the defense. You could continue attacking whatever you're attacking with Dumfries and Van Aanholt, and stay compact with 5 at the back. De Jong, De Roon, De Vrij, De Ligt, and freaking Nathan Ake. Why you bring on, when you basically bring on Quincy Promise, you're playing with 4 at the back now. Okay, yeah, the guys are versatile. You play with 4 at the back. You're going back to the normal Dutch 4-3-3, right? With the exception of, 4-3-3. You could throw the goalkeeper in as one of the threes, but you know, still, you get the point I'm trying to make here. That's where they went wrong. They should have kept their defensive shape. When you take off Malen and you bring on another attacker and then the defender gets sent off, basically you're playing without one less defender. You see what I mean? Which makes you more vulnerable. It's just common sense. It's just common sense here. And at that moment, I think the Czechs smelt blood. They smelt blood. They smelt an opportunity to take the game by the scruff of the neck and win the game. Karajabek, he had a chance blocked by Dumfries a little after Promise came on. 68 minutes is where the goal came. Right after all the happenings, the chance by Malen, the red card by De Ligt, the substitution, the Czech Republic threatening, then the corner came and Stekelenburg made a bad decision to come off for a ball he never would have got to. You see what I'm saying? And the fact that Stekelenburg was committing to the ball, I think it was Wijnaldum kind of was standoffish and Callas headed the ball across goal, and then Holesh headed it into the back of the net. No one on the line could actually stop it. 1-0. With 10 men down and you're 1-0, listen, always a mountain to climb. It doesn't matter who you are. And to make matters worse, well, he had to at this point, but Weghorst came on for De Roon. You see what I'm saying? So I think that attacking substitution, it was the right move in the 73rd minute. But still, you see what I'm saying? Still, it's kind of weird, the decisions that Frank de Boer made in this game. Seriously, because After the red card, you make a defensive substitution, and then if you do concede, then you make the offensive substitution. You see what I'm saying? So Paul Pronk, big up to you, man, says I was at the game. Sad face. Sam is saying Belgium will beat Italy easily. We're not going to say that right now. So Tanner Wilson, Belgium versus Italy should be epic indeed. Crow Geek in the house. How are you doing, Crow Geek? Big up to you. Ricardo Neves. Pepe, what about the Belgium player fall over Dollar right before and ref had stopped the game? Belgium kept going. We're going to talk about that game, but both teams were very nasty in the second half. Both of them. Both teams were at each other's necks. Both of them committed bad fouls. And it was a difficult game for Felix Bragg to ref. It was. So, yeah, hard luck there. Hard luck, Mr. Neves. Hard luck, guys. Hard luck. You know what I mean? Better luck next time. Can't win it all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Crow Geek. Czech did a good job. It proves that Croatia had a tough group. Indeed. And you got to give it to the Czech Republic for coming out of that group, though. England, Scotland, Croatia, and coming through as, I think, the lowest ranked team by FIFA and getting to the quarterfinal, which is absolutely amazing by the Czech Republic. So the game had swung, basically. The red card swung the game into the favor of the Czechs. And with Malen's miss, I think that the miss and the red card kind of, it demoralized the Dutch team. And after they conceded, it was very difficult. It needed something very, very special from the Dutch in order to get back in the game. And no player was able to create any moment of brilliance. They got frustrated as the game went on, committed some silly fouls, and they got caught out for a second time. But before that happened, Shusek had a shot save, brilliant shot from distance, and they were threatening. They were definitely threatening again. Before that goal, before each of their goals, they actually threatened. They really, really threatened because they were trying to add that 2-goal advantage. Because being 1-0 up against this Dutch team, you don't want to chance that. It was such a difficult task getting ahead, and they wanted to add to their advantage, and they pounced. They really, really pounced. And you got to give it to Jaroslav Silhavi, whereas the Czechs are attacking, the Dutch are attacking. It's an open game and a lot of open territory to attack. And that ball, not dealt with by the Dutch. Very, very slick play by the Czechs. Holesh, pass to Schick into the back of the net. 2-0. Over. It's over. Checkmate. This is chess, not checkers. Okay, remember that. Always remember that. This is chess, not checkers. The red card knocked the stuffing out of the Dutch team. They didn't really have a plan after that. They really didn't. That's not their style. Their style is controlling games. And they didn't register a single shot on target. Not one. Frank de Boer made a couple more attacking changes, but to no avail. You check the changes he made here. Promise on for Malen, Weghorst on for De Roon. We had when these changes were made, Silhavi was making his changes, but he made them late. But they were defensive changes. And then later he brought on some fresh legs and more attacking players and midfielders. So you could see Masopus going off, Yankto coming on. You could see Berghaus coming on for Patrick Van Aanholt. So in the 81st minute, they needed to throw the kitchen and the kitchen sink at this game. And they couldn't come up with anything worthy of testing the Czechs. Daley Blind off for a midfielder in Timber. You see that? They tried. They really tried. Hlozek coming on for Shevchik, which is just fresh legs. Holesh off for Alex Kral. Big up to the boy Kral. These guys from the Czech Republic have some nice eyes. Jeez, man. You see that, guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Get your mind out the gutter. I'm just saying. These guys, these are some handsome guys. Anyways, let's get back. They remind me of myself. Seriously. I'm just joking, guys. So, you see Kamenchik coming on for Schick here. And Sadilek for Barak. So, quality performance, man. Quality performance by the Czech Republic. Not much more to analyze about this game. It was just a moment of lapse by the Dutch, and it cost them dearly. Cost them a place into the last 8, where the Czech Republic moves on to play Denmark. What a low-profile quarterfinal. And I was saying, guys, do you believe one of Denmark or the Czech Republic are going to be in the semis? Imagine that. Semis, you know. Big up to the boy Thriller from Manila, who says, the Czechs were as tough as nails defensively. Checkmate. Checkmate. Awesome stuff. At least, look. You guys wanted your dark horse. You wanted your underdog. You wanted your fairy tale story. Here you go. Czech Republic, Denmark. One of them definitely into the semis. And they could have one of those teams in the final as well. Seriously, I would not write off one of these teams making the final now. Even though I wrote off the Czech Republic, you just simply can't anymore, because they're clinical in front of goal. They're very good defensively. They have a quality goalkeeper in Vacilic in goal, and it's just a good team. And their manager has a good head on his shoulders as well. So in this game, the Dutch, 6 shots at goal, none on target. 52% of the ball, 417 passes with a 71% pass accuracy. That was not good at all, very low. You know what I'm saying? Need to be up closer to 90 there. They had 6 corners. For the Czechs, 12 shots at goal, 5 on target, 48% of the ball, 396 passes with a better passing accuracy of 73%. They committed 14 fouls, which means that they wanted the ball more and they played with more intent. Big up to the boy Thomas Shusek. You got to give it to Vladimir Kufal, man. These guys are some good finds by West Ham United, you know. Seriously, very, very good finds. And look, if you want to take out your shopping cart and go shopping for quality, tough players, you could check out this Czech Republic team. Seriously. Because if you look at the work that Kalas and Chelutska did at the back there, and Holesh and Shusek, goal scoring, holding midfielders, basically. You see that? Masopus, he's a talent. Karabek, we know of him. I think he played in the Bundesliga for some time. But Kufal, man, he never stops running. It's like he always believes he can get the better of you. And that's the kind of fighting spirit that you need. And this is actually why West Ham United did so well last season, is because of these guys, Shusek and Kufal. And West Ham should actually try to sign up Holesh. I heard that they linked to Kral, but who knows, man? Maybe Holesh. How old is Holesh? How old is he? 28. Maybe a little too old. So Kral might be the better bet. Kral definitely might be the better bet for West Ham United, who are linked to him. You know, but it's disappointing by the Dutch, man. It is really, really disappointed. Seriously. It's really disappointed by the Dutch. It's disappointing, I should say. It's really disappointing. And Euro 2020 would be a lot less orange without them. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Big up to everybody. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream. Let's get the stream up to 75 thumbs up. We have 80 plus people in here right about now, guys. Smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. So what we have here in terms of comments. Talk to me, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me. So Darius Petru Saleh is saying Frank de Boer out. Well, look, man, they have a decision to make on whether they want to get rid of him early or hold on to him and then mess up again in the future. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know. Seriously, it didn't work. It didn't work out. Crow Geek at Dominic, what are your thoughts for tomorrow's matches? Croatia versus Spain, I think it's going to be tough without Perisic. Indeed, it will be tough without Perisic, but we leave those for last. And just got to be a little patient with me. We will do the prediction for tomorrow's matches when we finish talking about the games that were played today. So what we're going to do, we're going to jump into a little up to stats for this match between the Dutch and the Czechs. And you guys will get a little information for your head tops. It's always good to come in here and leave with something that you didn't know before you came. You see what I'm saying? So let's just take a look at these up to stats and then we'll move on to the next game. So before we do move on, let's take a look at this. Just take a look at this one. I forgot to mention this one yesterday, that 31. Italy have set the new unbeaten record in their history, 31, overtaking the streak of 30 set under Vittorio Pozzo in 1939. So, awesome stuff, man. So, Mancini has made history, overtaking Pozzo, and even overtaking Marcello Lippi in the process. Remember, Lippi was the manager that took them to victory at the 2006 World Cup. So, awesome stuff by Roberto Mancini. Not Roberto Martinez. We'll get to him just now. So, look. Let's go back and talk about this. So, we got something here. 30. Matthijs de Ligt, 21. He's only 21 still? Jeez. God damn. And 319 days. He's almost 22. Is set to become the youngest ever player during his 30th match for Netherlands, shining 30 matches and he's only 21. God damn it. But sorry, De Ligt, you effed up today, bro. I think you look, I don't want to point fingers or anything, but you and this man probably cost the Netherlands the game. Seriously. 4. The Netherlands are looking to win their opening 4 games of a European Championship for only the second time, having last done so at Euro 2000. Current manager Frank de Boer played in every minute of their 4 victories to open the tournament in 2000. But he was unable to do it today as they got checkmate. Let's move on. 4. The Netherlands have been shown 4 red cards at the Euros, with 2 coming against Czechoslovakia, both in 1976, and 2 against the Czech Republic in 2004, 2020. Spooky. Yeah. They do not play well against the Czechs, seems. Also, guys, Czechoslovakia has been split up into 2 nations, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. And when I was little, this was a way of me proving to people that I was smart. I used to ask them to spell Czechoslovakia because I was able to spell it from a very young age before they broke up though. So 1 + 1, Tomáš Holeš is the first Czech player to both score and assist in a single Euros game since Jan Koller and Milan Baros did so against the Netherlands at Euro 2004. Marauding. I remember those guys very, very clearly from the World Cup, man. So awesome stuff by Tomáš Holeš. Pretty much the man of the match. Star after the match. Unanimous decision. Patrick Schick, 15. Patrick Schick has scored 15 goals in 30 appearances for the Czech Republic, while only Milan Baros, 5, has scored more at a major tournament than Schick, with 4 currently at Euro 2020. So awesome stuff by Patrick Schick. We know of his exploits as a Roma player, an RB Leipzig player, and a Bayer Leverkusen player. So let's see where he ends up next. These Euro 2020 exploits should do a lot for his market value, and his stock should rise tremendously. So big up to everybody in here, guys. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. We're talking about Czech Republic beating the Dutch. If you guys have anything note of note to say, leave it in the comment section. Any fire comments, all right? Any fire comments, leave it in the comment section, and I'll get to it as soon as I'm done with these up to stats, okay? Appreciate that, appreciate that. At least let's get the likes up to 50, all right? So 0 for the first time since the Euro, and for the first time since all Euro and World Cup games are analyzed from since 1980, the Netherlands have failed to record a single shot on target in a tournament game. Extinguished. This is how good the performance from the Czechs were. They prevented the Netherlands from getting a shot on target for the first time ever since 1980 at a major tournament. This is big. Listen, listen, people may not really understand how big this victory is for the Czechs, but they need to start getting it. It's huge. As I said, going back to my poll, 624 votes, 81% of people voted for the Dutch to go through over the Czechs. That is an alarming amount of votes for the Netherlands compared to that of the Czechs. So that was a freaking good performance, man. They shocked me. They really shocked me. But after the red card, as I said, I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be a day for the Dutch. Seriously. So we got one more. I think we got one more. Let me see. Retweeted here from up to Johan. 10. Georgina Wijnaldum completed just 10 passes across 90 minutes versus the Czech Republic. The fewest by a Dutch outfield player to play the full game in a Euros knockout round. What? In recorded history since 1980, nullified. And we know how good Wijnaldum has been at the tournament so far. So keeping Wijnaldum quiet did the trick. I even forgot to mention him in the video that I made, the reaction video. When I was talking about the players, I didn't even mention Wijnaldum's name because... And Wijnaldum is guilty of that when he does play for Liverpool. He drifts in and out of games. Sometimes you don't even realize he's playing. And today we witnessed another game like that. Definitely nullified, man, you know. But you got to give it to the Czech Republic here once again. They deserve it. They definitely deserve it. And they will go on to play the Danes. So just to check your comments, let me see what you guys are saying right about now. Big up to everybody in here. We have, what else we got here? Ivan Yu is making a great point here. He says they miss Van Dijk's leadership and calm tremendously. Definitely spot on with that, because I don't think Van Dijk would have done what De Ligt did today. You see what I'm saying? And he would have wanted to make Van Dijk proud, and he does play better with Van Dijk by his side. So I don't know, man, but that's not the case. Virgil van Dijk missed the tournament, and it meant that the Dutch had to pay. What else we got here in terms of comments? Big up to Thriller, who says Milan Baros and Vladimir Smitsa, two Czech dudes Liverpool fans won't forget. Quality comment. Michael Talbot, Czechs were too good. They were actually good. Not too good. I just added that in. So what else we got here in terms of comment here from this game? Ivan Yu, I give Schick more credit as Ronaldo's goals mainly came from penalties. So are you saying Penaldo? Is that what you're saying? Penaldo? Is that what you're saying? That's basically what you're saying. You're basically saying Penaldo. Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. Jen Monami, how the hell Russian referee caused Netherlands loss with red card? He played like 12th man for the Czech Republic. Nah. Come on. That's not a that is incorrect. That is incorrect. That is definitely incorrect. I think that was the right call. Maybe without VAR, but there is VAR. That was indeed the right call. That was definitely the right call. Ivan Yu also makes a good comment here. If Malen had scored with that golden chance, it would have been a different story. Spot on, man. Spot on. You're dropping some good comments right now. Palomo Dam was too smart as a kid. Definitely. Sam, Netherlands show their true self today. So who was playing in the group stage? Who? Someone else? Someone else? Was it the Netherlands? Maybe not. because they were a shadow of themselves on the day. Indeed, they were. They looked a lot better in the group stages, and I don't know what happened today, man. I guess they just met their match. I guess they got checked. And they now check out of the tournament very, very early. Earlier than we expected. So we're going to move on to the next game, guys. The one that you've all been waiting for. The game between Belgium and Portugal. You guys have been talking about this for a while. And Belgium won the game 1-0, courtesy of a brilliant 42nd minute goal by Torgan Hazard. That one is definitely a worldie. And the Portuguese failed to reply. Belgium would move on to the quarters to face Italy. That's another tasty one. That is a good one. I think everything on that side of the bracket is going to be very good. Because let's say you have France, Switzerland, Croatia, Spain. Okay. Let's say France plays Spain. If you have Italy, Spain, or Italy, France, or Belgium, Spain, Belgium, France, it's good any way you put it. So this is the more exciting side of the bracket. The other side, meh. It's okay. It's alright. It's alright. See what I'm saying? We might end up with a situation where, who knows, you could have a Denmark, Sweden in the freaking semifinals. Could you, oh my God, could you guys even imagine something like that happening? But it could happen. But from this game, what I'm going to do, I'm going to check your comments. I'm going to see what you guys are saying right now in the comments, because you guys have been talking about this game for a while. So let me see. Mr. Ricardo Neves. I'm sad Portugal are out of the Euros. But I'm not sad with their performance against France and Belgium. In both matches, I think Portugal were the best team on the field. Out, but in style. Well said. Good comment. Even though I don't too much agree with the comment, because I think with the talent on display here for the Portuguese team, let's take a look at the team. With the talent on display, they should have done better, man. You have Ronaldo, Diogo Jota, Bernardo Silva, Renato Sanchez. Joao Paulino was kind of a surprise pick for me, but Moutinho. And then you have, Dallo, a weak point in the defense. He didn't play too badly. At least he didn't have a Semedo kind of match. Ruben Diaz and Pepe had a better game. And Guerrero, he had a solid game where he struck the base of the post. And Patricio in goal was beaten by that freaking curving, that darting worldie of a goal scored by Torgan Hazard. So with the quality on display, with the quality available on the bench here for Portugal, come on, you have to win, because this is a better team than the team that won Euro 16, without a doubt. The quality is just is distance apart, because you look at the bench. Joao Felix making his first appearance of the tournament. Sergio Oliveira came on, he looked really good. Bruno Fernandes, Andre Silva, all of these guys are coming off of very, very good seasons for their respective clubs. It is sad not to see Nuno Mendes at the tournament. I thought we would have actually seen him. I think Pedro Gonçalves did get a little run out. But guys like Ruben Neves didn't really play a part at the tournament. Font I don't even think Font get a sweat. So, maybe you could blame Fernando Santos for playing so negatively. Because if you have a guy like Cristiano Ronaldo with all these talented players around him, why play such a negative brand of football? I am lost. I don't get it. But that's just how he plays, and it is what it is. It is what it is. It didn't work, and it proves that it was a wrong decision to play that with that setup. So what else we got here? So Kevin McDonald. Sorry, but Portugal didn't look or play better than 2016, in my opinion. They didn't. They really didn't. They had a better roster, but they didn't play better. You see what I'm saying? And that's well said. Jeffrey Tercios is saying Ricardo Quaresma would have helped Portugal a lot. I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. 2016, but not in 2020. Definitely not. You see what I'm saying? I know I would have liked to see some of the outside of the foot passes and all of that, but nah, you couldn't bring Quaresma. That would not have been a good decision. So Cesar said this match needed a red card. Both teams were being too aggressive. Indeed, in the second half, I actually wrote down that we could actually see a red card in this game. It didn't happen, and I was very surprised that we didn't see a red. Around, let me see, I think it was around, let me tell you when I wrote that down. It had to be around between, I think it's just after the 80th minute. They were too physical, man. Both teams were at each other's necks, and they were just fouling each other left, right, and center. And it was just not an attractive game of football to look at. It wasn't. The whole game was never good. It was, let me just make that clear right now. It was not a great game of football. Not a great game played by Belgium, and not a great game played by Portugal. It was a scrappy game that produced one moment of brilliance. And that moment came from Torgan Hazard. That was a brilliant goal. I was actually in the kitchen. I was eating something. I was doing my little thing on my laptop, watching the game. You see what I'm saying? Doing little behind the scenes work. And then, you know, that play. And I'll get to that play. I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to run too far ahead. Let me just talk about a few things that happened in the, you know, the build up to that goal before I move on. So we have Ricky Swift saying goalkeeper could have saved that, to be honest. Nah, man. You're looking at the highlights. You're looking at the slow motion and you're saying that. But in actuality, in real time, that ball was freaking swerving. You see what I'm saying? That ball was swerving, man. I'm telling you. Swerving. It was swerving. So, one surprise inclusion for me was the Vermaelen inclusion here. Instead of playing one of Boyata or Denaya at the back, Roberto Martinez went with all three of his experienced defenders that don't really have a lot of speed. So Belgium were dependent on having a lot of possession of the ball, playing, and they played high up the field as well. I was a bit scared for them sometimes when I saw they were so high up the field, because if Portugal had got the ball, they could have broke on the counter and they could have really punished them. But Portugal, unfortunately, did not have a lot of those opportunities early on in the game. And, well, I take that back. They did have a brilliant opportunity that was actually thrown away by Diego Jota. But going back to the defensive trio there, Roberto Martinez went with experience. And now we could say he made the right decision. But if they had gotten beat by 3-1 or something, we could have looked at that and say that was the problem. You see how hindsight works. But now we could say, yeah, give them the praises. They played well, and they kept a clean sheet against a very good Portuguese team, albeit them being so defensive. But for Portugal, they made a few changes. Paulinho, Dalot, and we had Paulina, I think it was Paulina and Dalot came in. Yeah, Paulina and Dalot came in for Danilo Pereira and Semedo. I think João Martino started that last game. So, yeah. So, selection, you could see how the midfield for Portugal changed throughout the tournament. They just couldn't settle on a midfield trio. We saw Danilo, we saw William Carvalho in the first two games, and then you saw Renato Sanchez getting introduced later. You saw João Martino and now Paulinho, who was very physical on the day. He actually really messed up De Bruyne twice. Paulinho is a freaking beast, man. So if anybody's looking for a tank in the middle of the field, João Paulinho is your man, because he's very physical, and I'm surprised he didn't get sent off. Seriously. I'm really surprised he didn't get sent off. But Kevin De Bruyne definitely picked up an injury. He'll be out maybe for a few days, but seeing that they have a week to recover, Eden Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne would actually need to get fit for that game against Italy. That they will be needed. They will definitely be needed to break down that Italian defense, who has only been breached once in 1,000+ minutes. So we go back to that chance by Diego Jota though. That was a great opportunity to get an early goal and to put Portugal in the ascendancy, but I think Jota snatched at his shot. You could see he had a lot of time on the ball as well. A lot of time. Set up by Renato Sanchez, who I think if you really go back and you take away the goals, let's say you take away the goal. You know what, man? Leave Ronaldo with his goals. Renato Sanchez was Portugal's best player at Euro 2020. Renato Sanchez, their best player. Without a doubt, their best player at the tournament. Every time he came off the bench, he's changed the game. And when he started, he changed the game as well. So I think Jota should have put that away. So despite that chance by Portugal, it was a dominant start by Belgium. They were controlling possession. They were passing the ball well. But they didn't create any chances. Didn't test Patricio early. 24th minute, Ronaldo had a free kick where he tested Courtois. That ball was dipping and dancing in the air. Courtois had to put in a save because you don't know what would have happened with that shot. And it was just the first 30 minutes was just 30 minutes of high stakes football where each of the team never really wanted to commit. It was one of these situations like, you know, each of the team doing each other this, you know what I'm saying? Without even landing a hit. That's basically what was going on. So just picture another person over there and we're hitting each other, but we only touching hands. That's basically what was going on there. Big up to the boy Dupe. Thanks for coming through again. Make sure you like the video. Everybody who just joined, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the video. Let's get to 100 thumbs up, guys. Let's talk about these games and let's get to 100 thumbs up. Thriller is saying Jota should have put that away early. Opportunity that went horribly wide. Indeed, that's what I'm talking about. You have to take your chances. This is a high stakes game. You're coming up against one of the... Listen, not one. You're coming up against the #1 ranked team by FIFA, which means that Belgium are the best team in the world, according to FIFA rankings. You see what I'm saying? According to the FIFA rankings, a lot of people would say, nah, Belgium ain't the best team in the world but even though they're #1, right? This is how people think. But then you go down towards the bottom of the FIFA rankings and then you say, yeah, that team is the worst because they're ranked last. But Belgium are one of the best teams in the world right about now. They definitely are, and they've proven to be. They've been tested throughout the tournament and they picked up their 4th win. But after, 30 to 35 minutes of cagey, high-stakes football where no team wanted to overcommit and make a mistake, Belgium began to turn the screw. They really did. 37th minute, Kevin De Bruyne and Meunier linked up, and outside of the right foot shot by Meunier went over. Lukaku was crying for the ball, but Thomas Meunier, who's a very attacking fullback, he took his shot, and who knows, if that had gone in, it would have been a spectacular goal. So Belgium were threatening, and the goal came in the 42nd minute. If we go back and we check that goal, guys, go back and you check the goal. I'm not going to look at the goal because copyright reasons and all of that. I got flagged the other day. I had to cut it out. It took freaking forever to process and all of that. So we won't be looking at the goals today. But if you look and you see what Lukaku, I think that had to be Ruben Diaz. I don't understand how Ruben Diaz Ruben Diaz, I must say, after what he did in the Premier League, he had a freaking stinker of a tournament. He had a horrible tournament. Ruben Diaz had a horrible tournament. And you guys know I'm a City fan. He's my guy. But he had a horrible tournament. I'm going to keep it real. And I know a lot of people in here would agree with me. He had a horrible tournament. And let me just get the goal real quick. Let me just take a look back at the goal to make sure it was him. that got bullied off the ball. I don't think anything is going back that far. Nothing is going back that far. But if you guys remember, Lukaku got the ball and he pushed a defender who I think it was Ruben Diaz off the ball. Pushed him away. Like bullied the hell out of him. Oh yeah, I got it now. Yeah. Number 4. That's Ruben Diaz. Number 4. I'm spot on here. Where is he? Yeah. Ruben Diaz, you my boy. Listen, we're going to talk about you right now. You my boy. Let me click on you. Let's talk about you, bro. You out here looking like a freaking, fish on freaking fish out of water out here. Seriously. You're looking like a fish out of water. You're my boy. Player of the season in the Premier League. Came in from Benfica for big money. You look tired. You're looking tired, bro. You're my defender. You're my boy. You're my City player. But they should have left you home. They should have left you home for the Euros because you looked very tired. Seriously. I don't know. Look, long and sweet, bro. I know you're a Man City fan, but sometimes you have to just admit when our players are playing like shit. Seriously. You have to. The players are tired. I know. 60 games. Allow Ruben. How are we gonna allow him? I'm freaking analyzing the game. I can't allow him. No. We're not gonna allow him. We're not. Doesn't matter who he play for. We're gonna break this thing down without bias. We're not gonna listen. We're gonna break down Mr. Diaz's performance without bias. That's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do right now. Ruben Diaz had a stinking tournament. Let me just put it out there. He had a stinking tournament. Okay? It wasn't good. And it's one of the reasons why Portugal got knocked out. I'ma call it. And not only Diaz, you have to call Pepe. He did not have a good tournament either. He did not have a good tournament. I don't know where Portugal are going with the look. This guy is 37 years old, about to be 38. He's 38 already. He's 38. A younger defender should have got the chance. You took Pepe, 38. You took Font, who's about 50. See, he's 50 in the face. In the face, he's 50, but 37. You get the point. I know these guys won things. He won the league with Lille, right? I know. But this is tournament football we're talking about here. Ruben Diaz was tired. Maybe Font should have been given a chance. I don't know. I'm just saying. They were tired. They were tired. And we could look back and say now, maybe Fernando Santos did not use his team right in the group stages where you come in through the group of death and you had to go all out for every single game. So you couldn't even afford to rest anybody. You get what I'm saying? You can't rest nobody. Ronaldo, Bernardo, Jota, all of these guys have been playing games. And all of these guys are key players for their respective clubs. Portugal put out a tired performance. They did. It was a tired performance. Tired throughout the entire tournament too. If we go back and you look at what they did against Hungary, they barely beat Hungary. You see what I'm saying? They barely did. Last 10 minutes, they barely did. You go and you look at what happened against Germany, they got smashed. After what happened against Germany, if you had anybody in here predicted Portugal to go through after what happened against Germany, I don't think you're in your right mind right now. Seriously. And I don't mean that to be disrespectful or anything, because they look ragged. They look ragged out there against the Germans. And then against France, you draw. What you got? Was that 2 penalties? You see what I'm saying? So, Ronaldo scored 5 goals. Apart from the game, what was that? I think Jota had scored a goal. The players haven't came to the party. All these star players, they have not came to the party. Okay, and that's why I say CR7 and Portugal eliminated by Belgium, because the team revolves around CR7. But still, they play so defensively. Fernando Santos, bro, I know you've won the Nations League and Euro 16, but maybe it's time for fresh thoughts. Seriously. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Because what's next? What's gonna be next? Missing out on the World Cup? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because you never know. You never know. You never know. You see what I mean? So let me find the poll and see what you guys actually said. You guys did good. You guys, 68% of you guys predicted Belgium to go through. 32% predicted Portugal. So that 32%, I don't know what you guys were thinking, man. I really don't. 794 votes. Okay, so good stuff. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to 100 thumbs up. We got 180 plus 80, 86, 87. The number is going up. 187. Let's murder the freaking thumbs up button. Let's do it. Smash the thumbs up button, guys. Let's get it to 100 thumbs up for the live stream. We're talking about how bad Ruben Diaz, how bad these Portuguese players were. And it's the players that we never expected to step up. They stepped up. Renato Sanchez, right? Rafa Silva, I don't even think Rafa Silva got a run out in this game. He wasn't even, where was he? He wasn't even on the bench. Rafa Silva he probably got injured. He wasn't even in the squad. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't in the squad. But I'm talking about Ruben Diaz. This guy don't think he's going to get off, you know. You see this guy right here? Listen, when you see my voice started to get a little high pitch, you know I'm serious. This guy right here, he's not going to get off. He's not getting away. He ain't getting away. He's not getting away with this. Okay? You're not getting away with this poor performance that you put out at Euro 2020. This was a poor performance. Okay, you guys come into the tournament as defending champs with this type of freaking roster. You see what I'm saying? You come in with this type of freaking roster. Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Sergio Oliveira, Bernardo Silva, João Felix. You have freaking Diego Jota. You come in with this roster. And you get knocked out in the round of 16. This is the first time Portugal failed to make it to the quarters, I think, from since 96. Poor. I'm going to get in that ass. Seriously. Portugal, very underwhelming performance. But you see the Belgians, I expected the Belgians to do well. When you look at their golden generation, and wait, not to forget to mention, Portugal have not lost against Belgium since 1989. I don't even need to check back. I remember this from yesterday. 1989. What the last loss a game against the Belgians. It was not a good performance. It wasn't. Really wasn't. So look, going back to the goal, because this is where we went a little off tangent. Got me ranting on how bad Bruno Fernandes and how bad Ruben Diaz and Pepe and all of them has been. And Nelson Semedo. Nelson Semedo, don't think I'm not going to forget how freaking bad you were against Germany. And Robin Gosens freaking had you in his pockets, and you're still in Robin Gosens' pockets up until now. That is why you haven't started a game since. But look, let me talk to you. When Ruben Diaz got bodied off the ball by Romelu Lukaku, and the ball got recycled and Kevin De Bruyne got a touch, you see what I'm saying? when you had Lukaku and Munier teed up for Torgan Hazard. And we expect these things from Eden Hazard. You see what I'm saying? Not Torgan. Eden. And he pull out a freaking stunt. Where did he? Torgan Hazard has been so heavily criticized by people. Nobody rate this guy. People do not rate Torgan Hazard. People rate Eden Hazard. You see, Torgan, he gets no love at all. None. He gets no love. But the Borussia Dortmund players linking up Munier, Torgan Hazard, and what a freaking shot. The only goal of the game. We didn't have a lot of other close chances. There's a few where Portugal had most of the other chances. I don't think the Belgians had like many more clear-cut opportunities to score. But that one that was taken, and that was their only shot on target. You see, the only shot on target was put into the back of the net. 6 shots at goal, 1 on target, 1 goal to 0, won the game. Portugal, very, very wasteful. 23 shots at goal, 4 on target. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. So if anybody here do not agree with me criticizing the hell out of this Portuguese team, I listen. I don't think you watch the same game. You didn't watch the same game. I still got the tags on this, you know. I want to leave the tags on it, but the tag is kind of itching me right now. Bentley Benz coming in with the freaking hot comment. He says Bruno was bad. No creativity, no chances making. Renato played well, but something was missing like a Joao Cancelo. Indeed, they missed the Cancelo, but still, it's a squad, it's a team. You got to replace him, and you got to come with the goods. Look, Dalot was an Achilles heel. Definitely Diego Dalot. You can't expect much from the youngster. Only his second international game for the Portuguese national team. Haven't really played with these guys a lot. So what else are you going to expect? But when Semedo is so bad, you see what I'm saying? You got to do things like that. But I think Semedo was actually a lot better after the German game. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe that was a wrong decision. But, you know, it's done. Alfred Alejandro. My wife was not happy today, man. When the red card came, she just snapped. No cake for anyone today, sorry. Them Dutch be direct, man. Nevertheless, Czechs were good and less Germanic team. So, one less Germanic team. So, yeah, Alfred, bro. I remember you mentioned the cake. Stu Mac, you got a comment? Read it, bro. There's a lot of comments here. Comments get lost. Definitely get lost in the mix. And let me see if I could find your comment here. Stu Mac. Let me see. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, I can't find that comment, bro. But big up to Alfred. How are you doing, man? Yeah. I feel like some cake right now, but no cake. No cake. God damn. You know what? Tell your wife, make the cake still. Just for the effort. Just for the effort. Bentley Benz is saying, Portugal played well, but no luck today. Indeed, they needed a little luck, but the luck didn't come their way. So after that goal, Paulinho fouled Kevin De Bruyne. That was a bad foul, and you know De Bruyne has been struggling with an ankle injury all season. And that guy Paulinho was really, really rough on the day, man. So, you know, damn you, Paulinho. You're roughing up my player like that. 1-0 at halftime, Belgium in the lead. And then we had some news come in where the commentators were saying that Luca Digne, Jules Koundé, and Marcus Thuram could be out with COVID, something like that. I didn't get the full extent of it. But after we learned what's going on with Ivan Perisic, there's some news on, you know, these French players. But they'll be all right. They'll be all right. So I think it might be injury. Who knows? But Luca Digne, injury as Everton defender faces crucial 24 hours. We have, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard. But let's see. Let's see. Hopefully we don't get, the tournament don't get affected by COVID or nothing. I'm fed up with this whole COVID thing already, guys. So what are you guys saying in the chat? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Let's go back here I'm done with you, Bruno. I'm done. Let's talk a bit about the second half because we did have a very strange second half where Kevin De Bruyne was fouled again by Joao Palhinha. He had to go off. Dries Mertens came on, and that's not a bad person to replace a Kevin De Bruyne. You know, experience of over 100 caps. Dries Mertens came on, did his thing. But Kevin De Bruyne would have about a week to rest his ankle, and the fact that he walked off, it's a good thing because you know, if he had to be stretched off, it could have been a whole different situation there. But let's just get this thing on Toga and Hazard right about now. We could actually, I don't think UEFA would copyright me for this, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm fed up with UEFA as well. But Toga and Hazard, man, take a bow. So at the time when De Bruyne got taken off, I thought that would have been a game-changing moment where Portugal would have actually taken that opportunity to actually come back in the game, seeing that the wizardry of De Bruyne had gone off the field, but didn't work out at all. And who knows, maybe that's what Joao Palhinha was put onto the field to do, to keep an eye on Kevin De Bruyne, and definitely did. And he, you know, if Kevin De Bruyne is absent for that game against the Italians, and if Hazard, who did go off injured, is absent in that game, oh man, Belgium, I don't think you'll be the favorites to win the game there. But we had some changes, double change. Joao Felix, Bruno Fernandes came on for Bernardo and Joao Moutinho, who weren't so, you know, didn't really cast their spell on the game up until that point. And Fernando Santos was showing intent, having to chase the game. At that time, I actually made a note that I should not be looking at that goal. I made a note that CR7 was starved, absolutely starved of service. If you want to win football games and you're Portugal, you got to involve Cristiano Ronaldo. You have to. Look at the game against Hungary. The only game that they won. Who was involved? Cristiano Ronaldo. And they failed to do so. He was definitely starved of service. I know Renato played well, but Ronaldo, he was mostly a ghost throughout the game, man. So I was actually waiting for Rafa Silva to come on, but we never saw him, and he wasn't even in the match day squad. So Joao Felix had a header, but that one was straight to Courtois, and then Bruno Fernandes had a shot that he blasted over. So Portugal was showing intent. They were getting chances. They, you know, a lot of the play were in the final third of the field for them, and they were looking like they could actually get back in the game. Jota was taken off for Andre Silva, the man who scored a ton of goals last season for Eintracht Frankfurt, so a lot of quality was still on the field. And Cristiano Ronaldo had a free kick in the 73rd minute. Now he smashed straight into the wall, into Dries Mertens, so they didn't take that opportunity, and that was in prime real estate to put it in the back of the net. But surprisingly, guys, there's also a stat that Cristiano Ronaldo has never scored a direct free kick at the Euros. Remember, he did score one at the 2018 World Cup, right? We could remember that. But at the Euros, he has never scored a direct free kick. And we haven't seen a direct free kick scored at the Euros so far. So just note that. So there was a foul by Pepe on Hazard. That was in the 76th minute. And he was shown the yellow card, and that was when Lukaku had got a kick in the face by Palhinha, and there was a whole cagey moment that was going on in the game where a lot of fouls, unnecessary fouls were just happening, and this game was just getting very, very ugly. And Portugal were looking like the team that could actually score next. Palhinha came off, Danilo came on, Sergio Oliveira came on, and Renato Sanchez went off. Fernando Santos using up all of his substitutes, basically showing the whole kitchen, not even the sink, but the whole kitchen, the maid and the cooks, everybody got thrown at Belgium, but, you know, to no avail, and I thought we were going to get a red card in that game. Not a big chance for Portugal with Diaz, header straight into Courtois from a corner, and then in the 83rd minute, Rafa Guerreiro hit the post, the bottom of the post, and I was wondering, like, Portugal can't be, like they couldn't be more unlucky in this game because they were creating the most chances, 23 shots at goal, and couldn't put any in the back of the net. So Belgium looked really uncomfortable trying to hold a 1-0 lead. This is not Belgium's style of football. Belgium, they just like to score and they go 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and they just keep attacking you. So they force you to play in your shell to basically, prevent the game from just getting out of hand. You get what I'm saying? And that's the style of football that Belgium plays. They're very, very expansive with... When you have a team that has Lukaku, Hazard, and De Bruyne in the same team, along with Torgan Hazard to a lesser extent, Yuri Tillemans, you have freaking, Axel Witsel, who's been marshalling the midfield since 2008. And you have those three at the back in Vermeulen, Jan Vertonghen, and Alderweireld with Courtois, who's arguably one of the world's best goalkeepers. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with that. That's a hell of a team. That is a hell of a team. And Portugal had Belgium playing out of character. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, without giving Belgium the credit, I'm not going to give Belgium all the credit here. I think Portugal had the opportunities to get back in the game and to score. They should have scored. This game should have gone to 120 minutes or beyond because they had their chances. Andre Silva even had a late chance there that had to be smothered by Thibaut Courtois. That was very, very, very nervy. And I could remember when Belgium had a chance to Carrasco to kill off the game, and Danilo, who was playing as a makeshift center back at the time, foiled the move. So, it could have gone anyway. And Belgium had their lapses. They had their brilliant moments. But Portugal, at a whole, they were pretty disappointing because even though they went behind, I think they had the chance to take this game further and grind out a positive result, which they failed to do. And the defending champions are now out. They're now out. Aviator, Belgium were defending for their lives. Exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? We take a look at the substitutions here, right? De Bruyne's substitution was forced. Then you see Portugal bringing on the attacking players in João Felix, Bruno Fernandes, Andre Silva. So imagine having João Felix, Andre Silva, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Sergio Oliveira on the field at the same time, and you can't score something, So, listen, you got to give Belgium a little credit, but I think it was just Portugal not producing the quality that they needed in the final third. Because if they had, there would have been no way you could have stopped this team. No way. I think they were not good enough. And listen, as I said, I have to give Belgium a little credit, but I'm not going to go and talk about, that was a Belgian masterclass and Belgium did this and Belgium outplayed Portugal, because they really didn't. They didn't. You see what I'm saying? This was an uncharacteristic performance by Belgium. Seriously. Even you. Belgium were disappointed when it came to them trying to kill off the game. On the counters. Yeah. Very. Very. And we see what could be Belgium's Achilles heel here. We see. If a team is able to have Belgium sitting back like this, it's going to spell trouble. It's really going to spell trouble. Seriously. Could the Italians do it? That's going to be a very, very interesting game. That's going to be a very, very interesting game, guys. It would. Mo Green, if Portugal was going to score first, they was going to park the bus. And maybe that would not have worked out for them. Because I've seen Belgium chase games. They did so against Denmark. They did so at the World Cup against Japan. You remember? So they could chase games. I think for Portugal, after conceding, they had to get that goal. And they had to go ahead or take it to penalties. But they didn't. They really didn't. Mr. Wuhojia says Belgium learned to play more patient after the loss to France in 2018. Crow Geek at Dominic, I think that's last Euro which Ronaldo will play, most likely, and I think he's disappointed. You never know, bro. You never know. Look at Pepe. Look at Font. These guys are 37, 38. And Ronaldo, 4 years, yeah, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe, listen, I wouldn't count out Cristiano Ronaldo playing until he's 40 and retiring at 40. I really wouldn't. The Adventures of the Golden Sword says, that sounds like a Chinese movie, right? If Belgium play like that next time we meet them, we will not lose 2-1 but smash them. Haha, sounds Portuguese, right? So, guys, we need 10 more thumbs up to get to 100. We have 229 people in here. I think we could actually get to 200 thumbs up. If everyone come together and hit the thumbs up button, we can get to 200 thumbs up for this live stream. And that will be the second time that we'll get to 200 during the live streams. Oh, you're Danish. Okay. I see. Oh, you're talking about the time when Denmark played against Belgium. Thank you for that comment. So what else we got here? Joseph Morales, Ronaldo will be 39 at the Euro 2024. Yes, remember Euro 2020 was supposed to be played last year, so it's 3 years. Yeah, I think we'll see him again. And I think we might actually see Ronaldo at the 2026 World Cup if he continues with his current routine, his regimen, and he stays fit, because he doesn't look like he's slowing down at all. So Glenn Carolus is saying the ref was bad too. Portugal should have gotten a red card in the first half, and Pepe also a red card. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but then again, the refs don't want to set a precedent where they're giving out cards left, right, and center for every little thing. And you guys have to understand, like, Felix Breich is a very, very renowned ref, and he is quality. We might even see him referee the final, right? So it's a very, when you're one small man refereeing against these professional players going at each other's necks, it's not easy. It's really not easy, man. And when there's fouls happening off the ball, on the ball, it's hard to keep track of everything. So sometimes, to just give the benefit of the doubt, even though there's VAR, you give a yellow, you keep the game flowing, you keep the game moving. And I thought we were going to see a red, but we didn't. We really didn't. So what else we got here? Big up to the boy Jordan Hyman in the house. Big up to Bifanario, who says red card in the first half. Is this dude Belgian? Don Roach. Thriller throwing in the towel. What else we got? Don Roach is saying Portugal just wasn't clicking. They didn't, man. They didn't figure out their best 11 at the tournament, and they didn't play their best football. We know they scrapped it out in Euro 16 and went on to win it, but still, that was Euro 16. That's done and dusted. That's gone. You see what I'm saying? That's gone. So, look, a win is a win, and Belgium were made to fight. And we don't see that happening a lot. Belgium has only lost one of their last, I think, 25 matches, and I think that loss came against Switzerland, where they really got smashed up. So, look, I got that prediction right, predicting Belgium to win, but the Netherlands, I did not get that one right, so that's 3 out of 4 so far for my round of 16 picks. And there's 4 more. We have games coming up tomorrow and Tuesday, where I'm going to be live after the games to talk about those matches as well. So, guys, what we're going to do, we're going to hit you with some up to stats. Let's talk about some up to stats, guys. and we're gonna get into tomorrow's matches a bit. We're gonna talk about tomorrow's matches, and then I think if I have some time, I might have to go and do some work on my car, because I've been trying to get my Honda. You guys see, I was driving a Honda today. I'm trying to get the Honda back on the road. You see what I'm saying? I'm driving an Acura MDX right now, but I want to give it a break and push the Honda. The Honda feels very vintage. See what I'm saying? And I feel bad that it's been out of commission for the last 3 months or so. So I've been doing some work on it. It had a check engine light. I had got into an accident. So, and then I failed inspection, where the guy at the inspection station at Jiffy Lube said, my sway bar link is broken. And when I checked the sway bar link, it's busted, but I thought he meant it was broken in half. This guy, I can't believe this guy failed me for a freaking sway bar link. Wait until I go back to that very Jiffy Lube. I'ma be on him. Seriously, I'ma be on that guy, because I don't mean literally on top of him, guys. Come on, get your mind out the gutter. Come on, listen. Get your blood clean mind out the gutter, okay? I mean, I'm gonna be on him. Yeah, there I go again. I'm gonna be on him. Seriously. He should have never failed me. He should have given me a temporary inspection sticker and said, hey, man, go get that drive cycle done and come back for your real sticker. Freaking guy. You know what I'm saying? Taking his job way too freaking serious. You know what I mean? Like, okay. 4. Torgan Hazard has netted in consecutive games for Belgium for the first time. He has scored 4 goals for Belgium since his brother Eden last scored for the national team. Supremacy. So you see what I was talking about? Torgan has the bragging rights in the family right now. Not Eden, and definitely not Kylian Hazard, but Torgan Hazard. You see what I'm saying? Big up to the boy, Torgan. You deserve a little shine. You've been playing in your brother's shadows for way too long. What else we got here? We got more. 2. Torgan Hazard is the first ever Belgian to score in consecutive Euro appearances. Threat. And look, going back to this Belgian team, right, guys? How good it is for Belgium. How good it is for them, right? How good it is for Belgium that they have brothers playing together. You have Kevin De Bruyne. You have Jan Vertonghen and Toby Alderweireld, who used to play for Tottenham. You have Vermaelen. And these guys have been playing with each other for a very long time. Even Lukaku, Mertens, Carrasco. Most of these guys are the guys that played at the 2018 World Cup. If you go back and you check the 2018 World Cup team, right? If you check Belgium versus, let's say, Belgium versus Japan, right? If you check Belgium versus Japan World Cup, and you check the roster, you see it's pretty much the same bunch of guys. It's the same bunch of guys. You see what I mean? It's the same bunch of guys that played in that game. You feel me? You have Courtois, Alderweireld, only Vincent Kompany I'm seeing here. Only Vincent Kompany. This is crazy. Vincent Kompany and Fellaini were the only 2 guys not involved today. This is what you call gelling, and this could help the Red Devils win this tournament, win their first ever major tournament. They never won anything. This is crazy, and how I don't understand. This could be the year for the Red Devils. I'm talking about Belgium, not United. So any United fans in here, just get it out your head. You ain't winning nothing. Not a damn thing. Anyways, let's move on. Let me stop before the bad karma comes back to bite me, like it did for the Europa League final. You know what I'm saying? Where yeah. So 23. Portugal recorded 23 shots against Belgium, the highest tally for a team in a game in Euro 2020 without scoring. Denied. And I think that they deny themselves. It was more like they denied themselves and not Portugal. Belgium denied them. Belgium faced 23 shots against Portugal, the most they faced since allowing 27 shots against Brazil in the 2018 World Cup. Look, that was a crazy game. That 2018 World Cup game against Brazil, that Belgium knockout Brazil, that was a freaking game, man. Ooh. I could remember when this freaking guy, what's his name, Renato Augusto, came off the bench and almost freaking won the game for Brazil. Oh, man, that was a hell of a game. Anyways, let us move on. We got another one. Portugal were eliminated from Euro 2020 with just one victory from their 4 matches. Drawing 1, losing 2. Their fewest in a single tournament at the European Championship since their first appearance in 1984. Horrible. The come down. It's been a bad performance. Told y'all. And guys, we hit 100 thumbs up. Let's get to the next goal. 150. Hit the thumbs up button. Go outside. Borrow your neighbor's hammer, the sledgehammer to be exact, and smash your device exactly where the thumbs up button is. All right? Trust me. The Tooth Fairy would actually put a phone underneath your pillow at the end of the night. So, yeah. But you have to turn your Bluetooth on, though. Don't forget. All right? Anyways, let's move on. That'll be it for the analysis of those 2 matches. It took me an hour and a half. God damn, it takes me very long to analyze games, but that's the way I do things. You know, I actually was going to turn the TV on to watch a little Copa America. What is going on in the Copa America right now? Jesus, man. What's going on in the Copa America? And I need to stop calling Jesus' name like that. He's going to punish me. What's going on in the Copa America? Brazil 1, Ecuador 1, Peru 1, Venezuela 0. That's not good for Venezuela at all, and that is very good for Ecuador. I think Ecuador being 1-1, they would actually go through, right? Yep, Ecuador going through to the last 8 and Venezuela going out. So even if Venezuela manage to score, they would still go out on goal difference. So Brazil seemingly being held by Ecuador. Wow. A very young Ecuadorian team, it seems. Check out the Ecuadorian 11. You have Moises Caicedo in the freaking middle. He's like 17. No, he's 19. Sorry. He's a Brighton Hove and Albion man. We might see him next season. But look, what we're going to do, guys, let us talk about what we here to talk about. Euro 2020. Let's go back and let's talk about the games that you guys want to talk about. Let's go. Let us go. Let's go back. You know, congratulations to Belgium. Congratulations to the Czech Republic. Hard luck to the Dutch. Hard luck to the Portuguese. They will be leaving the tournament. Denmark, they would face the Czech Republic. We go down, you could see it right here. Quarterfinals already set. Matched right here. Belgium versus Italy. Czech Republic versus Denmark. That's coming up next week. We have a game on Friday and we have a game on Saturday. So, yeah, that's the early game and the late game. Okay. All right. Then we have quarterfinals. Okay. So let's go back. Let's not go too far ahead. Tomorrow's games. Croatia, Spain. Let's go. So, initially, right, I predicted Croatia to go through. I'm just letting you guys know this. I predicted Croatia to go through. You look at their form, not very good form at all. 2 losses, 2 draws, a win. Very convincing win in their last game against Scotland. You look at Spain, they are unbeaten in their last 5, unbeaten at the tournament so far, but not very convincing. A little better against Slovakia, but you could say Slovakia were definitely bad in that match. Very bad. 2 own goals and all. Very bad. Spain versus Croatia head-to-head. 4 wins for Spain, 3 wins for Croatia, 1 draw. 15 goals to 9, and you could remember that 6-0 drubbing that Spain handed to Croatia in the Nations League, the inaugural Nations League. So we're just going to click on their history right now. We're going to talk about their history. I'm going to refer to the laptop right now. The last time they met was in 2018. There's a video on my channel talking about that. Spain versus Croatia and Croatia versus Spain, both of them. That seems like so long ago. That's 3 years ago. I feel like I've been doing YouTube forever, man. And you could see the Croatian fans right there. And this game will be played in Copenhagen, Denmark. Round of 16 clash there. And these teams actually met at Euro 2012, where Spain beat Croatia 1-0. They also met at Euro 2016, where Croatia beat Spain 2-1. So if you follow the pattern, it means that it's now time for Spain to beat Croatia, right, guys? You see what I'm saying? So these teams first met back in 1994 in an international friendly. Croatia won the game 2-0. And it was a back and forth affair where Spain did win the next game, and then the other one ended in a draw back in the year 2000. Croatia coming fresh off of World Cup 98, where they came in third. Don't forget that was my first World Cup. But they didn't play a lot of competitive games up until the last decade. 2012 Euros, 2016 Euros, and those 2 matches in the Nations League that are termed as competitive games. And we had some good games. So it's just been back and forth between Croatia and Spain. So if you follow the pattern, it's now time for Spain to win the game. Serious, it is. And I'm not even being very simple or using this dumb logic, but it might actually seem dumb, but it might be good. But Luis Enrique and his experimental team here could actually benefit from Ivan Perisic coming down with COVID-19, because we know Perisic has been one of the better players for Zlatko Dalic's Croatia. And I predicted Croatia to win the match because you have Perisic, you have Modric, you have Kovacic and Brozovic playing well in the last game there, and you have young guys like Vlasic coming to the party. Brekalo could come to the party. You see, Rebic and Kramaric could step up. So it's a very, 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 high quality team that Croatia has here. Still an aging team, but still a very, very good team. But without their talismanic figure in Ivan Perisic, it will be an uphill battle for Croatia to beat Spain. Seriously. And even with Perisic, it would have been an uphill battle. Even a Spanish team that they look all over the place at times, and they look kind of they look like a makeshift bunch with Laporte just declaring that he's gonna play for Spain, and then you have Eric Garcia in the last game there preferred over Pau Torres. So it's been, and then you have a makeshift right back here and there. So the team is not really at full strength. You have no Real Madrid players. The team has it lacked leadership before the return of Sergio Busquets, and they lack quality in the final third. It may not seem so, seeing that they beat Slovakia 5-0, but even in that game they lacked quality in the final third, where they've been missing penalties, they've been missing clear-cut chances. So if Croatia ought to get something out of this game, they have to take their chances. They got to be very compact. They can't play too much of an open brand of football here. Croatia has to just try to stay in this game for as long as possible and to take whatever little scraps they can take. They could try to break on the counter, and they can try to utilize whatever set play situations they find themselves in. And then is when they could beat Spain. But I don't think that they're going to beat Spain by having most of the ball and passing through the Spanish midfield. I don't think if Croatia wins this game, it's going to be a scrappy win. Okay? I'm kind of scared for Croatia here. I am. And this won't be on Croatian soil. If this was on Croatian soil, if Croatia had gotten one of these Euro 2020 locations in Zagreb, then yeah, maybe. But they didn't. So that's what's going to work against Croatia here. But if they can channel anything from that Euro 2012 victory there, not the Euro 2012 victory, the Euro 2016, victory, then maybe they could win this match against Spain. But right now, it's an uphill battle. Am I going to change my prediction? No, I'm not. I'm still going for Croatia to win. Interestingly, guys, guess who scored in that game for Spain? Alvaro Morata. Alvaro Morata. For Croatia, Nikola Kalinic. Remember Nikola Kalinic, who has been exiled from the team since he got sent home from the 2018 World Cup. You guys remember that? And Ivan Perisic scored the winner in the 87th minute. So when I tell you his presence, his absence will be missed, I mean it. Perisic with the assist, Perisic with the goal, Kalinic and Perisic linking up for both goals. So it's good. It's good. I need some water here. My throat's drying out. You know, you guys, I have a cold and I'm freaking, exhausting my voice here. But yeah, if you look back at that squad from Euro 16, you had Kalinic. He's no longer part of the setup. You had Marco Piazza. And it's very sad what happened to Marco Piazza, who's currently at Genoa. The man was at Juventus, and injuries, man. Injuries. You had Marco Rogue. You had Milan Badel. Ivan Rakitic. It's a different team. You had Jedvaj at the back, who's, I don't even think he's at the tournament. I didn't see him yet. Charluka, Vasalico, Dario Sherna, and Subasic. So it's a whole different match. It's a whole different team. Modric couldn't even... Imagine Luka Modric couldn't even get it into the freaking starting 11. That is... Luka Modric didn't even get off the bench. That is how crazy this Croatian team has transformed over the last couple of years. But look, I do think I might end up getting this prediction wrong, guys. But I'm going to stick with Croatia. And I have to make a prediction here. I don't see Croatia scoring more than 2 goals in this game. If Croatia is going to win this match, this game has to go to full distance. This game might actually go to penalties because of Spain's ineptness in front of goal. This could actually go to penalties. Ah, boy. Guys, I'm gonna do something a little bit different here. I'm gonna pick Croatia to win. But if they win, it's gonna be on penalties. It's gonna be 1-1 after extra time. Croatia to win on pens. Simply because Spain are not good taking penalties. Croatia to win on penalties. And yeah, 5-4 on pens. Let me keep it simple. But my heart is saying Croatia win because that's what I predicted. But my mind, my footballing brain, if I even have one, is saying Spain's going to win the game. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. Fair enough. But I'm sticking with my Croatian prediction. But I do think Spain is going to win the game. Seriously. Seriously. That's my analysis of this match. Seriously. I think the Perisic loss is a big loss. It's a big loss. Seriously. Angad Griwal, Spain will go through. And listen, Mr. Griwal, did you smash the thumbs up button yet? Did you? If you haven't yet done so, please do so. Please do so. Jonas 1577, what's your prediction, bro? Let me look at some predictions right about now. Let me see what you guys are saying. 1-1, Morata will score. Whoa! 5-4 in pens. I didn't even see that. Wow. Great mind think alike. Great minds think alike. So, if I knew, Croatia should be doing more defensive work. Maybe, yeah, most likely they will be defending for their lives in this game. Definitely. But what else we got here in terms of comments? I know you guys got the fire comments. Listen, let me get on the screen. Let me pump this seat up. Let me pump the seat up. And let's talk. You know, guys, I had to come in with the hat with the green, Prestige Worldwide, you know what I mean? If you guys don't know where that is from, that's from the Step Brothers movie. And I had to come in with the Jamaican clothes today, you know what I'm saying? I had to come in looking like a Rasta. I had to come in like I'm in Montego Bay on the resort right about now. Listen, I gotta do something like that before I die. Put that on the bucket list. Let me write that down on the bucket list right about now. Go to Jamaica. Go to the resort. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself. All right, written down. All right, what we got here? Comments, guys. Comments. Dom, on your video, I said Croatia to win 0-0 on penalties. I was debating whether I should stick with my predictions, but I'm going to stick with the 0-0 win on penalties for Croatia. Dominic says, Crow Geek. You know what I hope that Euro 2008 doesn't repeat itself. Remember how we lost to Turkey. Look, to be honest, to be completely honest, I did not follow Euro 2008. I'm going to keep it 100%. Euro 2008 wasn't a tournament I followed. You see what I'm saying? I actually, to be completely real, I'm going to keep it real. I'm not one to lie. I tend to keep it 100, you know what I mean? Euro 16 is the first Euros I actually watched. Seriously. I'm not acting like I'm some Euro freaking expert. I'm not. When you talk about the World Cup, we could go back to 1998 when I was only 11 years old, yeah. But the Euros, never really paid it no mind. Guys, you gotta understand, man, you know what I mean? Like, from 2003 when I first came to America to 12, to the end of 2012, the first 9 years was a little bit difficult. You know what I'm saying? The last 9 years have been a lot better, but still, you know what I'm saying? I've been in America 18 years, if you're wondering. But the first 9 years was a bit rough. You see what I'm saying? But, yeah, I didn't really care about football like that. I mostly watch cricket. But the World Cup, I did watch a lot of World Cup. World Cup, yeah. But I usually used to watch cricket. But the tables have now turned where there was even a cricket match. I think there was a cricket match today between the West Indies and South Africa. I didn't watch it. I watched the Euros. You see? In life, you mature. Let's just leave it at that. Anyways, but yeah, you got to be real. Dem's in the house. How are you? Since I said I didn't watch Euro 2008, about 20 people left the stream. God damn. God damn. But big up to Dems. Honesty. And this is why, one of the reasons I love this channel. Thank you very much. All right, Tanner Wilson. Which U.S. cities should be 2026 World Cup host cities? I don't know, bro. That's out of context right now. We're not going to talk about that. Crow Geek. First World Cup I watched was 1998 World Cup as well. But in 1998, we did miracles. Yep, Robert Prozinecki, Davor Suker. These are the two names I remember. These are the two names I remember. I'm not going to forget those names. And Suker was so good at taking penalties, man. Oh, man. Absolutely great in front of goal. Davor Suker. Sukerman. Let's go. You see what I'm saying? So, guys, I'm going for Croatia to win still, but I think Spain's going to win. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. So what we're going to do, guys, let me read some more predictions. I don't want to leave you guys out. Ivan Yu, Euro 1996 was the first Euro I watched. Man, I sound old. Yes, you do, bro. Yes, you do. I was only 9 years old back in 1996. I got a little up there in age now where I have a family and I have a house and cars and things now, but I still feel a lot younger than Pepe. And I feel a lot younger than Jose Font. They're only like 3 years older than me, but I'm older than a lot of these footballers, but they do look older than I. You feel me? I only look a little, I look a lot older when I grow my hair out though. See what I'm saying? Because my hair is bald like Jetro Willems, and it's bald like Mikkel Damsgaard. See what I'm saying? And Romelu Lukaku. So I actually look a lot older. But I won't be embarrassing myself in front of 160 people right about now. I'm not doing that. I'm not into the business of freaking embarrassing myself. Maybe I am embarrassing myself right now, but we leave that for another conversation. What we're gonna do? Look. Thank you guys for leaving your predictions right now. Appreciate it. Big up to all my Croatian peeps in here. Let's move on to the next one. All right, Suke, the Croatian legend. Yeah, Suke has to go down as the greatest footballer Croatia has ever produced, while they are Croatia as a nation and not part of Yugoslavia. If you go as far back as the Yugoslavia days, I can't tell you that. So let's go back here to small little Dominic, and we're gonna talk about the next one. Listen, should we even talk about this one, or should we just say France are gonna win? You see what I'm saying? Are we gonna do this again? Are we gonna underestimate Switzerland like we underestimated the Czech Republic? Could we have an upset here, guys? Could we have an upset? We have two big guns knocked out of the tournament with the Netherlands and Portugal out. Could we see another one leave in France? Croatia are also big guns, though. They're one of the big guns. Look, N'Golo Kante has not had a great tournament so far. Let's just put it out there. Maybe he's tired. I don't know. Paul Pogba has been good. Kylian Mbappe has been quiet. Olivier Giroud has not had any, game time. Benzema has been still in the spotlight. Griezmann has been so-so. You see what I'm saying? Varane has been so-so. Kimpembe, I think, has been better than Varane at this tournament. Seriously. Go back and watch the matches, which I know you're not going to do. But he has been. And they have been having a little injury problem here and there. Could we see a situation where a very gritty Switzerland team knock out France? Switzerland are not bad. Seriously. When you look at their team, they are not a bad team. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm going to predict France to win the game, right? I'm going to predict France. I'll be kind of crazy to predict Switzerland. I would not put any money on it. If I predict Switzerland, I won't put a penny on it, right? I don't gamble, but I won't put a penny on it. So, Switzerland, I won't be surprised if they knock out France out the tournament. I predicted France to win the whole thing, but I will not count out Switzerland. Look, 16-12 on the head-to-head, 10 draws. So, Switzerland have gone 22 out of 38 games without losing to France, Look at the goals, 60-67. The disparity between these two teams are not that great. On paper, yeah, but on head-to-head, no. You see what I'm saying? And the Swiss are not a bad team in terms of form right now. We could see another shocker here. We could. Because not like the French have lit up the tournament. They haven't. Only 5 points. One win, which came from an own goal. Let's not forget that. A draw. And another draw. France have been rather subpar so far at the tournament. They have. They definitely have. While for the Swiss, they came in third in their group. That was Group A, Italy's group. And it was a tough group. Italy, Wales, Turkey. It was a tough group. And the Swiss did good. They only lost to Italy. They did good. They only lost to Italy, right? They beat Turkey. And I think they picked up a draw against Wales, if I'm not mistaken. I can't even remember that far back, but let's go. Yeah, I'm right. You see, it's not good to second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself, Dominic. Don't second guess yourself, everybody watching this. Don't do it. If you see a girl you like and you have, and you see the moment. Matter of fact, if you see a girl you like, just go and talk to her. Say, hey, man, what's up, man? How come you haven't came over here to talk to me? Take that approach. She might laugh. You see what I'm saying? And it's always good to make women laugh. Okay, let's get back. This is not a dating session here. Let's get back to the match. France versus Switzerland. The last time they met, it ended in a 0-0 draw. Guess where that was? Euro 2016 during the group stages. The last time these teams have met, the last 6 teams, the last 6 times, they have all been competitive games. All been competitive games, dated all the way back to 2004. Okay? And France has not lost a single one. The last time they lost to Switzerland was back in 1992. But remember, the last time Portugal had lost to Belgium was 1989. So these head-to-head that I'm giving you is only for context, only to give you guys some value, to make you guys understand what's going on here in terms of the history. That's all. It's history. It's not what's going to happen in the future. It could give us a guide, but it may forget about the guidelines. It may forget about whatever blueprint, and we could have a game where France gets Swiss cheesed up and not the other way around. Okay? And we may see the Switzerland team actually doing what they have to do in terms of, you see that cross, it looks like, the medical sign. They might need the medical sign afterwards, or maybe they might have to play doctor after beating up France. You see what I'm saying? You get the play on the Swiss badge right there, the Swiss flag. You see what I'm saying? Maybe I went a little overboard with that one, but still. Competitive games. World Cup 2014. France beat Switzerland 5-2. Jesus Christ. 5-2, Jordan Shaqiri played that game. You see what I'm saying? So there's continuity coming in from that match. Seferovic played that game. Xhaka played that game. And not many more. Ricardo Rodriguez played that game. Fabian Shaw was on the bench. Jan Sommer was on the bench. Who else was in here? Michael Lang. He's still around. And yeah, that's about it. Gavanovic was at that tournament. So look. Vladimir Petkovic, we know he's a serious man. You could just look at him. Very twitchy on the touchline, but still. I think the Swiss got lucky coming through. They got really lucky coming through, but they really deserve to go through after the performance against Turkey. Shaqiri, brilliant. They would need another Shaqiri masterclass here. They would. Benzema played that match as well. The scorers for France in that game back in 2012 was Giroud, Valbuena, Matuidi, Benzema, and Moussa Sissoko, where 3 of those guys are back at Euro 2020 for France. Varane played that game as well. Who else came back from that? Lloris played that game as well. So we could see a lot of continuity in this French team. And I think that was it. Luca Digne was on the bench in that game. Jesus. Paul Pogba was on the bench in that game. Antoine Griezmann was on the bench in that game. And Didier Deschamps was the manager. So, look. A lot of history here. A lot of history here between these two teams. A lot of history. We have to pump this. We have to pump it up. We just can't write off the Swiss, guys. We can't write off the Swiss. World Cup 2006. 0-0. Group stages for the World Cup qualifiers 2006 1-1 0-0. So the Swiss have given France a run for their money, but they have never beaten them in a competitive fixture from 2004 onwards. If we go back before then, where they have picked up victories against the French, you go back to Euro. Let me see. No, just friendlies. I got a little confused there. But they did play at Euro 2004 as well, where France beat the Swiss 3-1. So in all their competitive fixtures, the French have beaten the Swiss. I'm not going to write off the Swiss, but I'm going to say France win the game. France wins the game. Bentley Benz is saying 1-0 to the Swiss. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but that's a quality prediction still. It was Laurent Blanc in the 2014 World Cup. Laurent Blanc. Listen, I'm talking about 2012 Euros. 2012 Euros. Well, oh, Laurent Blanc, you said? Let me see. Let me double check here. It says Didier Deschamps, bro. Didier Deschamps was the manager, the 2014. It says Didier Deschamps. I'm looking at it right now. It said Didier Deschamps. He's been in charge since July 8th, 2012. So maybe it was Laurent Blanc. When did the World Cup end? When did the World Cup end in 2014? Let me see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Deschamps got appointed after that World Cup. You are right. You are right. But they have Deschamps down as the manager. I'm just saying. No, wait. Let me not give you the credit so fast. Wait. Sometimes people make comments and they're very confusing, you know. Deschamps was appointed in 2012. So how could it be Laurent Blanc? Who said that? Let me go back here. You see that? See? Let me see. Who said that? Ivan, you, bro. Stop it, Ivan. Stop it. Confusing me here. Because I know I said what I said and I saw what I saw, and I'm like, Laurent Blanc? Laurent Blanc? Laurent Blanc? You know what I'm saying? I went blank there for a second. But yeah, man, yeah. France versus Switzerland. Guys, you get the memo. I give you guys the rundown, the history, and it's gonna take a whole it's gonna take a lot to beat this French team. A lot. France versus Switzerland. I don't think it's going to be easy. I predicted, listen, I'm not going to overturn any of my predictions that I made in my prediction video. Let me just put it out there. I'm not about to be wishy-washy like that. But I'm going to say this. I won't be surprised if the Swiss wins this game by 1-0 or something like that. I won't be surprised. Because this could be the year of the underdogs. Czech Republic, Denmark. You see what I'm saying? Switzerland, maybe Croatia, maybe Sweden, maybe Ukraine. But I'm gonna say France win the game 2-1. 2-1 win for France, but I'm gonna give Switzerland a chance. I don't think they're gonna get Swiss cheesed up. And if you guys don't understand the reference, Swiss cheese has holes in it. Come on. France to win though, 2-1. France moves on to the next round, and in the next round they will play one of Croatia or Spain. And I'm going for France, Croatia in the next round, where the winner of that one will meet Belgium or Italy. What's your predictions, guys? Let me know your prediction. Let me know your predictions. Talk to me. I think Kylian Mbappe needs to step up. Ivan, you, not another Euro 2004 final where Greece won. Greece won that final, and the underdog won. The underdogs triumphed. That was a great year for the underdogs, right? Around that time, that was the same year Porto won the Champions League too, right? 03, 04. And Greece, 2004. It could be the year. You see what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Chelsea were the underdogs against City in the Champions League final. And Villarreal were the underdogs against United. So we could see it could be the year of the underdogs. It could. It definitely could. So what else are you guys saying in the comments here? AGS, Denmark. You change your name? Come on, bro. Denmark underdogs. Only little you knew we were 10th best team in the world if you look at the FIFA rankings before Euro 2020. Bro, it doesn't matter. Still underdogs, bro. It's still underdogs. If I go to Manhattan right now and I ask someone to name me, I'm in America, but still, name me 5 players from Denmark, they wouldn't be able to do it. Even if I go to Jamaica, where they know their football. Name me 5 players from Denmark. They'll stutter and they'll struggle. They'll struggle, okay? Nobody know anybody from Denmark except Christian Eriksen. Believe me. Schmeichel, maybe. But right now, nobody from Denmark. Trust me, guys. Denmark are underdogs. They won Euro 1992, still underdogs. They're 10th in the FIFA rankings, still underdogs. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Trust me. All right, what else we got here? Sadrak Dorsey, wow. What about the teams from the 2021 Gold Cup? Euro 2020 and Copa America are both good. Not what? Are both good. Not great tournaments right now. What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? So, Aviator, 2-1 to Swiss. Shaqiri scores both goals for Switzerland. God damn. Mixie stop, 3-1 to the French. What else we got here? In terms of predictions. Bentley Benz. France created a lot of chances against Hungary. I also got France 4-0, but I want Swiss for an upset. Ooh, Raz. 2-0 France. We know how slow France are in their build-up. I can see them trashing the Swiss. And Angel Ans. 1-1. France wins on pens. Grego, 2-1 to the Swiss. Julian in the house. How are you doing, Julian? 1-1 at full time. Swiss 5-4 on pens. Love to see it. God damn. Ooh. Jonas, 3-1. Shaqiri hat-trick. Dom, when will we resume the FIFA gaming streams? Guys, it's a little hectic, man. You see what I'm saying? But we will soon. We will soon. Do you know why? Let me tell you why. We're gonna have a few more, next week. Because I'm sick. I'm trying to get the voice back, and I can't really over-exert myself like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, next week. Let me take a look at the Euro 2020 schedule, and I'll let you know. We have games tomorrow and Tuesday. So, we will be back with the streams on Wednesday, and we will be back on Thursday. So, Wednesday and Thursday, I'll be back with the FIFA streams, I promise. If nothing comes up, I will try to do the streams. Maybe even Friday in the morning. I will get you 3 FIFA streams next week. But right now, guys, we're just taking it easy, okay? We're taking it easy. There's a lot of content to do in terms of the Euros, and, we'll get back to the FIFA streams pretty soon. Nicholas Lindemann. England go out. That ignorant fans have the player so afraid, go offensive. When that player do make mistake, will have to move to another country. So why lose when player afraid to lose the ball, not attack? I understand what you're saying, but yeah. England might go out in the round of 16. But guys, look. Zachary 4-2 to the French. Kyron Russell. If I'm saying your name right. Ciaran Russell. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Tanner Wilson. Big up to you, Tanner. 2-1. France edges out. 2-1. Grego. Dramatic last minute goal. 2-1 to the Swiss. Dupe. 3-1 to France. Guys, I want to read out all your predictions. Woohoo. Jeha. 1-0 to the French. I want to read out all your predictions. Michael Talbot, Denmark will be hard to beat. Indeed. Grego, FIFA rankings means nothing. Mexico is top 10. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, man. Trinidad and Tobago recently failed to beat a team ranked in the 200s. Remember that. Denmark are a good team. Damsgaard, a hell of a player. Tell me about. Listen, Damsgaard is a gem. You talk about a gem, you talk about Mikkel Damsgaard. He's a diamond. He's a diamond. He's damn good. He is Damsgaard. Oh! Listen. I need some silence for that one. Listen. Pull up the music, Mr. DJ. Pull up the music. Pull up the blood clip music, Mr. DJ. Your boy Dom is on fire here. Damsgaard is a gem. He's damn good. He's Damsgaard. Come on, guys. You need to smash the thumbs up button for that. If you're in here and you're not yet, smash the thumbs up button. Make sure you do so. Because I'm dropping a whole lot of heat right about now. Listen, dropping heat, man. Whole lot of heat, baby. I know you wasn't expecting that, right? A whole lot of heat. A whole lot of heat, man. But the guy Damsgaard is good, man. Seriously. The Danes, man. Listen, the Danes are scary. The Danes are scary, man. Let's take a look at what we got here. What we got here so far. We're going to take a look at what we got here so far in the last 8, right? Let's take a look at what we got here so far in the last 8. We're going to take a look at this, man. Come on. Let's go back here. Don't go nowhere yet. We still got a lot to talk about. Copa America, result, Ecuador won, Brazil won, and Peru beat Venezuela. Tomorrow we have Uruguay playing Paraguay, Bolivia playing Argentina. I might catch some of the knockout games, but I didn't watch the Copa America. Sorry, Copa America. But something had to give. You know, guys, it's like you have, let me give you another story before we move on, right? Let me teach you a lesson. You have 2 hot girls. 2, right? 2 hot girls. But let's say you already with one of the girls. And while with one hot girl, you meet another hot girl, like real hot. A Latina. See what I'm saying? Hot. Pepper sauce. Say jalapeno. Real hot. Listen, hot. What you do is not you cannot keep both. Anytime you try to keep both, you're going to end up in problems. The analogy is to talk about the Euros. Very hot tournament. I've been talking about the Euros, and it was so busy. Group games, 2 games at the same time, and all of that. So many things to talk about. And then I had World Cup qualifiers too for CONCACAF, for the Asian World Cup qualifiers as well, and CONMEBOL. So I was talking about those games. But I was doing those before the Euros. So yeah, but talking about tournaments, those are not tournaments. It's very difficult to do 2 tournaments at the same time. It's very difficult. You see what I'm saying? And if you do like, you put them together and you do like a ménage à trois, nothing good's going to come out of that. You're going to always show one more attention than the other one. So I decided to just marry the Euros for now and forget about the Copa America, if that's fair. So listen, you have 2 hot girls. Don't try to keep both of them. You might end up losing both. Okay, just stick to one. Might be some bad advice, but still, you know what I mean? I have to be a good example, guys. I got to be a good example for you guys, you know what I'm saying? But something's got to give, because the Euros, it's a bigger tournament, 24 teams, longer tournament as well. And I couldn't see how I would have managed to do the Euros, watch Copa America matches, talk about the Euro games. I could have done it, but it would have been very, very tricky. It would have taken a lot out of me. Got the wife, you know, the wife is on edge, you know, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to be with the wife right now too, so, and I'm here. And if I had to do the Copa America, imagine what I had to deal with. So that's the point I'm trying to make. DJ, bring back the music. Let's talk. Let us talk. But look, let's go back. Quarterfinals so far. Quarterfinals. We could see France or Switzerland coming up against Croatia, Spain. Could we see a Croatia, Switzerland? Most likely not, but who knows? We may see another big one between France and Spain here. We could see France and Spain in the quarters. Belgium versus Italy. That one is that one is sweet. And that's on that side of the bracket. So that side of the bracket is the tougher side, which means if you endure a tougher route to the final, most likely you could be the favorites, the favorites to win it. You go back here, Czech Republic, Denmark, easier side of the bracket on paper. Sweden, Ukraine, England, Germany. If you have, anywhere you put it, quarterfinal, you're going to have Sweden or Ukraine coming up against England or Germany. You have an underdog in Sweden or Ukraine. You have an underdog in both Czech Republic and Denmark. We are going to have an underdog guaranteed in the semis. This is good. This is good. Could one of these underdogs over on the more difficult side of the bracket squeeze through and we have a fairy tale run where two teams who are underdogs get to the final? That would be awesome. That would be really, really awesome. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. Seriously. I would love that. But the reason why I wore the Santa hat in my prediction video is because we have been treated with another Christmas. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas, but you get the point, right? Another Christmas. These are Christmas gifts. Belgium, Italy, Portugal, Belgium that we just saw. You know what I'm saying? Spain, Croatia. These are good games. England, Germany. Like, come on. Do not be ungrateful, guys. Do not be ungrateful. The Euros have been a fire tournament. It has been a great tournament. It has been a great tournament, seeing that we had to go through all these, the adversity, postponement, you know, COVID-19, partially filled stadiums. It has been a challenge. So we have to actually cherish and enjoy every single moment of Euro 2020 held in 2021. And I mean this. Seriously. I do mean this. I do mean this. Guys, I will be talking about the Gold Cup when the Euros are over. That's the CONCACAF tournament. So hopefully some of you guys from Europe tune in. But I think we will have a very good following for that tournament as well, because, you know what I mean, everybody loves tournament football. Bentley-Benz, Belgium versus England final. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Antonio Kutniak. Dominic celebrated Christmas with two hot girls. You're going to get me in trouble. Definitely going to get me in trouble. So, Zach Zeldan, so far, Euro's been asshole me straight up. All due respect, brother. Portugal versus Belgium was dog-ish. Because, Mr. Zach, you don't understand what's going on. You don't understand what's at stake. What you thought was going to happen was both teams. I thought so too. But now I get to understand it's not going to happen like that all the time. You thought both teams were going to go out and just play attractive football and try to, you know, score a lot of goals. It didn't work out like that. They almost canceled each other out. We had the Germany versus Portugal game. We've had some good games. Stop lying. Stop lying, Mr. Zeldon. Stop it. Stop it. You see what I'm saying? Stop it. Cairo Weller, how are you doing, man? How are you doing? But guys, look, man, look. I love you, but I gotta leave you right about now. I gotta leave you. And we have hit 122 thumbs up. If you haven't yet liked the video, make sure you do so. I will appreciate that. Definitely will appreciate that. And guys, what I also want you to do is head on over to cardsplug.com/Dominic Rich FC. All the links would be in the description box down below. You could use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 35% off until the end of Euro 2020. Not 15%, 35%. And you get yourself one of those very nice Euro 2020 cards that Cameron is holding in his hands there, okay? Guys, I'm going to rest the voice, man. I'm going to relax. It's a Sunday. I'm going to chill, you know, hang out with the wife and child and, you know, just have a nice rest of the day. I'll be back tomorrow. Don't miss me too much. There's a lot of content on the channel that you could go and check out. Please go show the content some love. Go vote in the polls that's in the community tab. And just keep on doing you. Keep on being great because, you know, you're great. Even Zeldon, man. Even Zeldon. Zeldon, you're great, man. Thank you for being here, bro. Thank you. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, Zeldon, and you're here. It means we're doing something great over here. Thank you. Okay? So, guys, from your boy, Dominic Rich, thanks for watching. Gotta say, until next time, peace out. Come on. I can't do that. I gotta get big. You know what I'm saying? Rich Squad. Peace. That was weird, right? Oh man. But guys, I'll talk to you soon, all right? Peace.